Join the HelloWin Forum, where NINZaFamily traders come together to explore valuable trading knowledge and products. Click the link in the description to get started.
6:30 in the morning on a Friday, about 3 hours before the US session opens. In this video, I want to discuss differences between two types of indicators and when to use each one. So counter trend indicators, as in overbought, oversold, and trend following indicators like so many Cosmic, ZTP, ThunderZilla, Easy Trend, and many more. As we know, there are two main market conditions. There is a trending market, meaning a market that keeps making either higher lows, higher highs, or lower lows, lower highs. And then there are range-bound markets, oscillating markets, markets that have pretty much fixed points between support and resistance, and they just kind of keep going back and forth between these main points. What you are looking at here is an overbought, oversold indicator. It looks for a specific condition. It looks for a market to be, let's say, oversold, and it looks for a long trade upon confirmation, and it looks for a market to be overbought so it can short it and paint a sell signal upon confirmation. This is a very effective indicator if used at the right time and under the right conditions. So what do I mean by that? Well, for this indicator to be effective, the market must be oscillating. It must be in a range. It must be a range-bound market. This will not do well in a trending market. So if we can figure out under normal conditions when is the market range-bound, we can do very well using this indicator. At this point in the morning, 6:40, most of the time the market, the Nasdaq, is not trending. It has pretty much specific points, it created specific levels, and it just kind of goes up and down between those levels, testing support, testing resistance, and so this overbought, oversold indicator would do very well. However, I would not want to use it, let's say, when the US session opens at 9:30, because that first half hour to an hour we can see very strong directional moves. This would not be the right indicator to use during those times. During those times, I would be looking to trade some kind of a trend following indicator. So my plan is from now until maybe 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, to look for overbought, oversold situations that this indicator identifies, because I still expect the market to be range bound for the next 2 hours. After that, I'm going to switch to ThunderZilla, which is a trend following indicator that looks for pullbacks. In both cases, I will not be changing the settings. The settings are as is, out of the box, default settings. I will be using a 15-second chart for both of these indicators. Okay, so here we have a situation where we are pretty overbought. So there is a short signal from the overbought, oversold indicator. I am going to take this short. My stop would be, I guess, right above the signal. And what I'm going to target, the area right there that used to be resistance, and whatever was resistance becomes support, so they should be able to test it from above. So my target is going to be right down there. So
order submitted.
I'm gonna try a trail. Oh, they're not even gonna film me. Let's see if they film me. I'm gonna keep a fairly tight stop here. I don't want to let this get out of hand. As I said, they're beginning to trend. Time-wise, it's still okay. We should have a reaction. But I'm gonna put my stop like above this signal here.
Order submitted.
Just in case. And maybe go for something quick.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna take this. Just something quick. Again, just beginning to trend. I don't want to take too big of a risk here. Although, as I said, there should be a reaction. Time-wise, we're still kind of far from the session open, but they're beginning to show bullishness. See that? Missed that. Oh man. Oh, look at yeah, bad judgment on my part. I suspected there would still be a reaction. I began to get nervous over this trend up, but what a move. What a move, and I missed it. Wow. Yep, that's on me. That's on me. Now I'm definitely going to be careful. I'm not sure if this is news. I mean, there should not be any news, at least scheduled news at this time. But this is pretty serious, so we'll see what's going to happen next. Alright, so now I have a brand new account ready. This is another funded account. We're getting ready to open, and now I'm looking for a trending indicator with pullback. So I chose ThunderZilla, once again 15-second chart, and now I'll be looking for pullbacks at this point now to buy. Between 9:30 and 10:30 I'll be looking for trending type opportunities. Alright, so did not catch the first short. That's okay, the market just opened. Got busy with my group a little bit, so missed the short. Waiting for a retracement, for a continuation move lower at this point. Okay, so we finally get
Order submitted.
a sell signal. I missed all of these. These were great signals. I just missed them. Taking a short here. First target would be kind of this area here. So maybe if they get here, I'm just going to cover. Obviously, the next target is the low and breaking below the low, but one step at a time. Let's see if I can first get this over here.
Order submitted.
So you see why it's inappropriate to use a counter trend kind of an indicator when there was a directional move, right? And between 9:30 and like 10:30, that first hour, very often we have directional moves. So it is better to choose an indicator that is trend based. In my case, I like retracements to take a trade in a overall direction. Okay, so
Order submitted.
that's good enough. I'm going to take this. Now they're probably going to be challenging maybe the low, but nah, you see this, they're spiking again. So this is kind of an overextended move, which is why I'm so careful with this short. As I often tell you, I always prefer the first signal in a given direction. It's just that I got busy and I missed all of them. So now kind of getting in kind of late, it was a good decision to get out of this trade. Alright, so now we have a situation where we are actually becoming bullish. So now I'm expecting a pullback and then a long signal, and then I'm going to take a long trade. This would be the first signal in a bullish direction. Assuming I'm going to get a signal, I will take it.
Order submitted.
Okay, so now slightly overdone on the upside. So you see how directional these moves are, and it's now almost 10:30. So as we get closer to 11, then I can start considering once again using the Overbought Oversold indicator. But as long as we keep trending, that would not be an appropriate indicator for these specific market conditions. And for the most part, these directional moves happen in the first hour. After 10:30, 11 o'clock, they begin to consolidate, go back and forth, and then it's just, it's just more appropriate. So I am a bit concerned about this being overdone. It's a heck of a move up here. Let's see, if I take a stop, I'll take a stop. They might need to pull back more, or maybe just reverse, I don't know.
Order
I
submitted.
don't like the red bars I'm seeing, so I did take myself out of this trade. And well, as we are approaching 10:30, I begin to get a bit suspicious now of very directional moves. So gonna wait a little bit, see what's happening here, see if they continue to trend or start ranging. And if they start ranging, I'll be using the overbought, oversold indicator again. Right, there is another
Order
signal
submitted.
here. I'm gonna take it. See if they can. I'm not sure how much I can squeeze out of it. Definitely, if we're going to be arriving toward the upper range over there, I'll just take off the position.
Order submitted.
Just like this, just enough to cover here. Again, because of the time, I just don't necessarily trust that they're going to just keep going and not just go sideways.
Order submitted.
Okay, didn't want to miss that. So, sideways, obviously, a lot of sideways activity, which is perfect now for the overbought, oversold. What can I target? Something up there, I don't know. Again, not looking for big moves necessarily in this time of day, but maybe toward here somewhere, like what used to be support, maybe over here. Let me put my maybe target now.
Order submitted.
Somewhere here, maybe a little lower. Kind of here. So I don't know if I mentioned, I switched back to the first account. Again, it is really best to switch accounts. This way you don't have all the risk in one account. All right, here we go. Hit it, so absolutely perfect, right? Again, in the range-bound market, and we've been ranging after the 10:30 point, then come down, oversold, and then you can buy. So, great indicator to use at appropriate time. All right, so I'm not going to be taking any more trades, 11:45, but you see, in the range-bound markets, this indicator shines. That's exactly the environment this indicator likes. It does not like trending periods of time. Then you need a different kind of indicator like ThunderZilla or Cosmic ZTP or many other ones that NINZA has. You are saving this indicator for times when the directional move is probably over. All right, so end of the day on Friday, computer clock, rhythmic clock, the 2 out of the 3 accounts used today. So I hope this video helped you understand how to use indicators during different times of the day. You want to use overbought, oversold indicators when markets are range bound. You want to use trending indicators when they are directional moves. And these directional moves most of the time happen within the first hour of trading, and once it's lunchtime, it's more range bound as a rule, for the most part, not always. Also, before the US session starts, early in the morning, again, markets tend to be range bound, and so you can use overbought, oversold indicators. If any of this helped you, please leave me a like, make sure you are subscribed, and look in the description for any discounts. If you want to come visit me in Discord, my Discord link is in the description as well. Thank you all. See you next time.
Join the Hello Win forum and enjoy exclusive member benefits. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get started.